Now, from the NBC2 News Weather Team, Chief Meteorologist Jesse Walker.
Welcome back, everybody. 32 degrees today. The amazing thing is it felt pretty good, but it's still about 10 degrees below normal. Started out quite cold. We started out at 9 degrees, 65. How about that? The record high on this day set back in 1952. -6 your record low set in 1917. We're at 32 degrees right now, the dew point 16, and the wind out of the southeast. Now these temperatures are not going to drop much. 32 now, we may only drop 4, 5, 6 degrees overnight, so it will be much better tomorrow morning than it was this morning. We got some clouds, we got these south winds will keep the temperatures from falling much overnight. No precipitation today. If we see anything tonight, it is very minor. 25 Fort Wayne, 35 over in Springfield, Illinois, and 31 in Terre Haute. On the future track, we're going to look at the wind, and this is going to be important for a couple of reasons. One, we got winds coming in from the south-southeast now. Notice, first of all, I'll put this in motion in a minute, but they will stay from the south tonight and tomorrow, so we will continue to warm up tomorrow. But I want you to notice by Saturday night and Sunday what happens. Here's tomorrow. Watch what happens. We're warm. And then all of a sudden they will go over to the northwest, and watch these numbers really pick up as a storm comes through the area and a lot of wind. That's probably the biggest thing you're going to remember about this next storm is the wind and the rapid drop in the temperatures from Saturday night into the day on Sunday. On satellite and radar, we'll show you first of all this weak system passing to the north of the area tonight. Doesn't have a whole lot of moisture to work with. You're not going to see a whole lot out of that. The next storm, of course, will be the one we watch as it comes in across the Rockies and eventually reforms out here across Wyoming. First one is producing a little bit of some snow, mainly north of this area. Around here you may have some snowflakes or some raindrops tonight. Nothing significant. Notice the back edge of it's already along the Mississippi River. So again, this is not a real big deal. Anything at all out of that would be very light tonight. That system will go north. The next one will reform out here across the Rockies and then start to move towards this area as we head for Saturday. Now, a lot of people have been talking about this big storm. A lot of people have been asking some questions about it. It looks like, and we're pretty high confidence now, that the storm center is going to track north of this area. Sunday is going to be the more winter-like day because on the backside of this, it is going to be windy, it is going to be cold, and there'll be some light snow. This is not a huge snow event for this area, but a little bit of light snow. With the track of this system right now, I think it's going to go from western Illinois up towards Fort Wayne. Heavy snow, Chicago, South Bend area, Rockford, Illinois. Those folks will get quite a bit of snow and wind. Down here a little. This is not a huge snow. A little bit of snow, wind, and cold will follow behind it. Monday, the big story is very cold weather as well. Even into Tuesday, we're talking cold, but the cold won't last real long because another storm tries to bring some warmer air in along about Wednesday. We'll watch this storm, but right now it looks like by Thursday it stays south, so we get through the weekend. We're talking cold early, but modifying temperatures some by the middle of next week. So for tonight, mostly cloudy, some flurries, maybe a few raindrops, 28 for your overnight low. Then tomorrow, partly sunny skies and warming up. Daytime high up to about 40. For tomorrow night, partly cloudy, only down to 28, which again is about average. Your forecast on Saturday, rain developing. Again, no snow, rain developing with a high temperature of 43. Saturday night, Sunday, that will change into a little snow. This does not look like a huge snow event, but windy and cold with falling temperatures on Sunday. Daytime high in the upper teens on Monday, and overnight lows get down maybe close to the 0 mark Monday night into Tuesday morning, but notice back in the mid-30s by next Thursday. So a lot of people have been talking about this big storm, and it is not going to be a huge snow event for this area. We'll get a little bit, it looks like, but the big story is the wind and cold on Sunday.
So still be careful when you're driving. And
oh yeah, there'll be some slick areas, but we're not getting snowed in out of this one.
All right, thanks, Jess. Well, Jason joins us now. A big night for ISU basketball.
That's right, times two, in fact. Coming up next, we'll look back at a successful night for both Sycamore teams, including an inside look at ISU's dunking machine. And tonight, Peyton Manning has promised he's going to try and throw it to his teammates instead of the other guys like he's done the last couple of weeks. Sports is next.
And now, sports with NBC2 News Sports Director Jason Pinsky.
They've lost 3 straight. Peyton Manning has turned into an interception machine. The Colts haven't gotten healthier, and now they play the Tennessee Titans on a short week. Where's the good news, you ask? It actually lies in the Tennessee Titans. They've actually lost 5 straight. They have a lengthy string of quarters and games without an offensive touchdown. So the good news for both teams is that one will actually win tonight. The Colts are hoping it's them.
We lost 3 games, guys. Just don't. I don't know what anything like this means. I don't really know. It's a tough stretch. It's a 3-game losing streak. I know. You guys probably aren't used to having to ask these questions, but it's football, and that's the way it is. And I think, like I said, it's how you respond to it. So I really do feel that Thursday night, being a short week, is good medicine. I'm sure the Titans feel the same way.
Now to basketball, the Sycamore men got their most impressive victory of the season last night, a blowout win over DePaul that really wasn't nearly as close as the 22-point deficit would suggest. And once again, Dwayne Lathan putting on a show for the Holman Center crowd to enjoy. It was a total performance for Dwayne Lathan, 24 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds, a performance that helped the Sycamores get a needed win over the DePaul Blue Demons. It was also a performance highlighted by some tremendous dunking by Dwayne. He knows the crowd enjoys his highlight reel throwdowns and also enjoys hearing the build-up to such slam dunks.
Yeah, I sort of do. I mean, it's more. Most times on the way to the dunks when people start getting loud, so that gives me a little energy. I mean, I'm just trying to basically want to win the games, but I want people to enjoy it too.
Lathan's teammates and coaches have been around him on a daily basis, and like the fans, they too look forward to seeing him rock the rim.
There's no question. I think it's great for our fans to see that kind of stuff. There's nobody more athletic than Dwayne. I've been around a lot of good athletes in my years of coaching, and nobody's more athletic than Dwayne.
He's a magnetic personality on and off the court. On the court, I'm going to be looking for him to throw alley-oops and throw, pass it to him so he can finish with a dunk to get home and start rocking.
He's an emotional guy. He's an energetic guy. He's a really good kid. He's a joy to be around.
I asked Dwayne what he considers to be his best dunk as a college basketball player.
The best dunk I ever had was it was in my last college, actually. It was a windmill. I'm going to try to get one of those this year, hopefully. Maybe in the Missouri Valley Conference tournament, hopefully, so be looking.
Save your best for last?
Save best for last.
Let's hope so. The Sycamore women delivering a similar type performance just prior to the men's win last night. The ladies dominating and destroying an Eastern Illinois team that was picked to win the Ohio Valley Conference. Shannon Thomas dominant at both sides of the court. Also Brittany Shane connecting from outside. As the Sycamores end a 2-game losing streak, they'll now go for a 2-game win streak when they play at home on Sunday afternoon. So a most successful night of college basketball last night at the Holman Center. Both Sycamore teams not only getting wins, important wins indeed. That's a wrap for the sports.
Well, Jesse joins us once again for a final check of our forecast, and as you've been saying, it's actually pretty good.
Yes, compared to where we've been, we're headed in some pretty good weather, at least for the next 24 hours, and then the storm for the weekend. But tonight, not bad. Cloudy skies. You may have a few flurries or maybe some drizzle, nothing major, 28. Then tomorrow, partly sunny. There's the good news, 40 for tomorrow night, 28. Rain develops on Saturday at 43, changing to some snow, but I don't think it's a whole lot. Some snow on Sunday, but much colder during the day on Sunday.
All right, thanks, Jess. And thank you for spending part of your evening with us. We'll be back at 11 Eastern Time for NBC2 News at 11. We hope you have a great evening. NBC Nightly News is coming up next.